I go to newscasters and they're like, what? I had no idea. Like, they don't know. No one knows this stuff. You know who knows it? A guy selling shoes in New York City still. I'm not the voice of it. I think we have to interview and talk to the guys that are putting in the U-joints. The guys that are up there on the roof, they'll tell you. The guys that are fixing mom and pops, and they'll tell you the real. It's like, it will affect everyone. Take the air conditioning out of important people's lives and you'll hear about it real quick.
Hi guys, welcome to the Refrigerant365 Podcast, your source for cool stories and updates from voices across the world of all backgrounds and experiences. Today, I'm joined by a very special guest, an actual unlikely guest for an HVAC podcast, but actor and comedian Jamie Kennedy is with us on the Refrigerant365 Podcast today. Jamie, welcome.
Whoa, how are you guys? Here we are.
Yes, we're live here at the 2026 AHR Expo in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
I'm looking at your cameraman's tattoo. Is that fresh? That's tripping me out because it's like healing.
Okay.
So it's the second skin.
Okay,
Not
good.
the deal, yeah.
God bless you.
Okay. So Jamie, why HVAC? What got you into thinking about the air conditioning crisis?
It's crazy. So, I was at a very high-end restaurant in LA,
Okay.
and it was like 10:45 on a Sunday, and it was hot. And I told the woman, it was a food and beverage, I said, turn on the AC. I said, it's hot. She goes, oh, the AC's off. And I said, why? She goes, it gets expensive. There's not many people in here. And I was like,
Yeah.
so that was weird because it's a very high-end place. So then like a couple weeks later, I was at a comedy club and there's people fanning themselves. And it wasn't even, it was like fall. And I was like, what's going on? They're like, oh, the AC is like not working correctly. It's like we're not on the right coolant. So naturally, I started seeing this stuff. And then I just went to Miami and I met with Jorge, and he told me this issue kind of simultaneously. And I was like, this guy's right in the middle of it. And I was like, how? So it was something that I wanted to get interested in. Could you turn that up? Louder? No, it's okay. This is what the pod should be, all types of stuff.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you,
okay.
brother.
It's
God
okay.
bless you.
Yeah.
We're just kidding.
Yeah, we're good.
So,
So you're roaming.
It was just fascinating to me, and it's like when he told me everything was going on with it. So, if you're Ralph's supermarket, to retrofit with the problem with what's happening right now, it's $1 million a store. So, times that by 400 stores. Get it?
Yeah.
If you're an older woman who retired in Palm Springs and you're like living your best life, and then you can't get new refrigerant because of all these new regulations, and it's 112 degrees, that's not a good scenario. If you're a woman, so this affects everyone. It's not BS. It's real, and there's a lot of things that are happening that are a little suspect.
So you're really calling this a crisis, correct? That's the adjective that you would use to describe what's going on with the world of refrigerants. And
It's a silent crisis that no one really understands or knows about. No one knows about it. I did a show for Varney and Friends on Fox, and one of the producers goes, well, how much time do I have? And I said, well, it depends on how much they can relax some of these enforcing things that they implemented, which are pretty intense, because the bill's already signed. It was part of the AIM Act.
Right.
This is not sexy, but I'm going to make it simple for you. And it's kind of bipartisan. And Lee Zeldin, who's the head of EPA, when I met with him, had the great line, sweating is bipartisan. And it was signed under Trump when he was in the lame duck part in December of 2020, and then pushed through Biden. So, it was a bipartisan thing. And the issue is they just are restricting the amount of refrigerants used to only one or two. And only two companies, complete monopoly. And it's just not good for the consumer, the manufacturers, the installers, the tariffs. We see none of the upside. None of it. and no one knows it.
Nobody, really? You
one.
think nobody outside the conference knows about what's going on?
No,
right?
this will affect Home Depot, their actual stores to keep cool, and the coolant that they sell. This will affect a mom, a grandmom, a great-grandmom in Palm Springs, in Miami, in Coconut Grove, everywhere, and someone in Illinois in the summer.
So you have recently launched one of your campaigns, right? An awareness campaign to repeal subsection I of...
Now you're getting technical on me, Tammy. I'm calling you Tammy.
Yes. Well, the
new
technology
tech
transition rule is what I'm talking about, right? That's what you want repealed.
I met with Mr. Zeldin, and I don't know what I'm allowed to say.
Okay.
But he's really funny.
Okay.
Much funnier than a politician should be. Well, he's like Trump. You know?
Okay.
And he said, bro, I can't change the law. And he said, you see that building over there? And he pointed to the Capitol, and he goes, that's Congress. You got to go to there. So he cannot change the bill. We would have to march on it. We'd have to get the Supreme Court, I guess, to say to ratify it or something, to change it or amend it. But he can relax some of the new terms that make it so much expedited for our country, which we just aren't ready to do. And it's the rest of the world got 15 years to change their refrigerant. We got 15 months. And we're at like month 14 in days left. So like by the end of February, I think it's going to be there's going to be a lot of talk. But hopefully he will ease on into it.
Awesome. What do you think is the projected cost to Americans if this doesn't go the way that you want it to go?
Industry has told me 100 to 150% increase, meaning $750. If something was $75, it's $750 or $1,250. Think about that per canister. Plus, you got a building in Miami. It's got the whole HVAC on it. Mm-hmm. This new refrigerant is so stringent that not only would you have to change the top of the building with the whole new unit, which is hundreds of thousands of dollars, the piping that goes down into it, that's not even right. You'd have to change everything.
Yeah.
Think about this. Every single thing. I'm talking from that to the nuts to the bolts. It's a complete rip out new job. And there's a woman in Brentwood, which is a higher end part of California. She said she did 2 units in her house. Now it's a big house, but it's not insane. $73,000. She said it's usually 30.
Wow.
She did it. $73,000.
So you think most people they don't know about it and they're just taken by surprise when the contractor quotes them a new unit and they're just like...
The contractor's also a victim. They're going, dude, I'm so glad you're talking about this. I'll tell you, the contractor's the victim, the gas suppliers are the victim, the installers are the victim, the customer, and I don't mean that like a victim because I don't believe in victimization, but they're the recipient of this stuff they're not benefiting any of it. So if we have that crisis, the condo crisis, it's the same in Miami, where one day you have enough money and you're 75 years old, you're like, oh, this will pay for the rest of my life, and this is my benefits. And then they just charge up the HOAs. And you're like, people having to sell, these poor people having to sell their condos because they can't meet the HOAs because they just randomly changed, right? That's like this. Things are going to be so expensive. It's like, can they stay in this place? But there's nowhere to go because it's everywhere. And we also here at iGas do iClean.
What is that?
We take the old gas, clean it up, and reuse it.
Okay.
So even better for the environment. And ours have less PFAs. All this stuff that's supposed to be good for the environment is terrible for the environment.
So in my understanding of how most of the stakeholders in this industry have positioned the phase down is primarily that homeowners shouldn't have noticed that we changed refrigerants. But in your opinion, people should know that.
They shouldn't have noticed?
Correct. Like it should be a seamless transition that no one, that's how they kind of.
Tell it to their pocketbook,
Yeah.
right? Tell
Yes.
it to when their lungs, if they cough because it's PFAs. Tell it to the machine that they don't have the right parts for, that they just can't. I'm talking about, I grew up in the 70s and the 80s, different time for you. Which, am I old? Some lady today on the elevator goes, she's sorry, sir. Am I a sir? I don't think I'm a sir. So, these two college girls were like, sir. I was like, am I sir? So,
Yeah.
So we grew up, we didn't have like central, right? It was a unit. I
Right.
grew up in Philly, right?
Yeah.
So in Philly, you put the unit in.
Uh-huh.
And then if there's a problem, your dad came in and goes, we need Freon. And then they pull it out and they put it in. It's $2.
Right.
And that's how you did your house. If you got I had a lot of sisters, so it's like, do we get the room with the air conditioning?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's how it used to be.
Okay.
And everything became centralized. But everyone's going to find out about it because the parts, the unit, I mean, this is like,
It's only a matter of time until people
yeah,
figure
no one
out.
knows.
Yeah.
And they're not
Yeah.
talking about it because, well, it's not a sexy industry, but it's like the most necessary of like, right now, if we didn't have climate control in this building, you'd see everyone complaining, freaking out, having a meltdown. So this is something we so take for granted.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, but also, in my opinion, the big companies don't want to talk about it because they be making money. And it's like, just keep going.
Basically. So, what is your initiative? Make America. Make air conditioning affordable again? Is that your?
Not mine, but
Okay.
it's their company.
It's theirs.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you hoping to do with that? Like, are you helping them get because I saw that you're trying to get like signatures, and they're trying to do that to get people involved.
We've gotten a ton of signatures. I don't know if we've gotten 30,000 yet, but we should hopefully get 30,000.
And why is 30,000 the target?
I think that's the thing that puts it on to then get it in front of Congress to look at it. But I've already had a meeting with Lee Zeldin.
Yes.
Lee Zeldin was supposed to he was kind enough to give me 30 minutes. He gave me like 52. Then we took a picture. It was during like the Christmas holidays.
Yeah. Actually, I have that picture. Yeah, you said.
He is amazing.
Yeah.
So he basically said, he gets it. I mean, I don't want to say everything in the meeting. I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but he's very cool. He's a Marine, 22-year veteran. He's incredible. He loves America and he fought for our country and he wants affordability in this world. And he's like, this is something that he inherited. So the main thing is transparency. Everyone I've talked to, you talked to one tech in here today, okay? I don't care. This is not a political issue. This is not Democrat, Republican, liberal. It's not a gender issue. It's not a race issue, not a religious issue. This is a human being issue. And we've had every time. I met people from 25 countries here. And they're all like, yeah, we need the 410 back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not as bad.
Yeah.
And so it's not even as bad as the environment. The new stuff is not as good for the environment. You can run the tests.
So
It's sad that greed has done this. It's sad.
You
And I
think
don't
it's
care
sad?
that I'm saying that. It's just sad. There's enough money to go around. You know what? Our world is in a crazy time right now. And we're trying to clean up so many messes. And sometimes people just want to make more. It's just sad. There's enough to go around and people don't get greedy.
thanks for sharing all of those insights with us. How can people, in your opinion, get involved if they're interested? What would be the best way? And do you think other people outside of the industry should get more involved, right? Like homeowners and consumers and small businesses?
I think contractors, HVAC guys are already talking, so their voices need to be heard. People need to educate people like myself and I didn't understand this world, HVAC. I don't even know what HVAC means, heating and something air conditioning. I don't even know it all.
Yeah.
But I know HVAC, it will get busy. It's an underutilized business because it will be the last thing that AI disrupts along with plumbing. And so I'm hearing that they actually are short of some workers. Like, I think I met a lot of people that were educators about it and want to get the younger generation involved. I mean, it's a hands-on job, but it's a necessary job. I think that really I'm not the voice of it. I think we have to interview and talk to the guys that are putting in the U-joints the guys that are up there on the roof, they'll tell you. The guys that are fixing mom and pops, and they'll tell you the real. It's like, if gas isn't expensive, eggs aren't expensive, now we got to worry about this. I mean, it will affect everyone, and it's just not right, especially when people are going through it right now. So transparency is the key. You were so worried we'd have nothing to talk about.
I was.
Come
I kind of
on.
was.
Do you know me?
I was.
All I do is talk.
I was worried about it, but no, you've been really sharing a lot of fantastic insights with folks.
I'm just learning about it, but
yeah.
like you have to interview the common man who does this stuff and
yeah.
educate people and make it palatable for them to understand. It's just basically, in a nutshell, air conditioning has gone way more expensive than there's no reason it should have.
Yeah, actually, I think we yesterday when we were filming, we got stopped by somebody that was really vocal about wanting to save our 410A, right? Like making that
bring the 4. A guy came up to me and said, he's like, "Yo, we're trying to bring that 410 back."
Yes, exactly.
And so I was like, that's a good line. Like, "Yo, be red, 410." You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Jamie, what would be your favorite refrigerant?
My what?
Your favorite refrigerant?
No, I don't know that.
You don't know?
I don't know anything about it. All I know is that
okay.
My education is that the new stuff has been chemically proven by not just this company. Yes, this company has been telling them this, but other companies who are their competitor agree with each other that the new stuff is just one stuff, and it's like not better for the environment, has forever chemicals, more flammable. So it's like, what? I mean, I go into I go to newscasters, okay, like Fox Business, and they're like, "What? I had no idea." Like, they don't know. No one knows this stuff. You know who knows it? A guy selling shoes in New York City still. You know what I mean? He'll know because he's a small business guy. He'll feel the squeeze. So that's what it is. So I think if Mr. Zeldin can pump the brakes on these new, what do you call those?
On the new A2L refrigerants, or like on the new?
No, the new. This guy's gonna walk right through it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. So the requirements. Is it the requirements?
The new requirements, yeah.
Yeah, if he can pump the brakes on those, it'll help.
Okay.
So everyone can get acclimated.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be, Jamie, I mean, I think it's going to be definitely a challenge to do that because there is a lot of investments that have happened already. But, I think what you're doing is very important, right? Because, I mean, I've spent 10 years in this industry, and a lot of people don't have the luxury or privilege to speak out against some of this.
I know it's their bread and butter.
Exactly.
And that's not my bread and butter.
Yeah.
But let me explain this to you. It's like Hollywood, there's a lot of people that don't say shit about Hollywood, and we're finding out how dirty it is.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to be in the business if it's dirty. You know what I mean? I want good vibes.
Yeah.
All around. And so we have to speak out. But I understand people have, families to feed and such. But here's another example, is that you just made me think of something. Oh gosh, I forgot what were you saying.
What?
I just forgot what I was going to say.
It was a good point. I don't know what. Yeah.
What was it you were telling me? It's just basically that
I was saying that you're in because you spent your entire life on the entertainment side of things.
Yeah.
And you just sort of found out about this through kind of a personal experience.
Put it this way.
Yeah.
Take the air conditioning out of an actress's trailer. You'll hear about it.
Yeah. Right.
They should wear a pin for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like take the refrigerant out of the Four Seasons when politicians staying in there. You know what I mean? Like, take the AC out of important people's lives and you'll hear about it real quick. Yeah. But it will affect mom and pop, and it's like what New York City in 1978 was like. They had this big blackout. I think it was the summer of Sam.
Okay.
And everyone went crazy, and they said it was like, I think there was a power grid failure, but they talk about how it's crazy. Mm-hmm. And I low key, it's like if there's no AC in the head of some people, go crazy. It's craziness.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I really appreciate you sharing this on our channel, and
Of course.
people, please keep updated with what Jamie's doing. Jamie, is there any other ways that people can follow what you're doing and where they can find that?
Listen, I'm also working with Big Heat. Now we need to. It's a joke.
I didn't get that one.
You didn't get that one?
No.
Listen, we need to cut our heating. Big Heat.
I was like, what?
They're gonna say you're paid by Big Coolant.
Yeah.
Go to jamiekenny.com. We're in Vegas right now. What is this considered?
This is the 2026 AHR Expo in Las Vegas, Nevada. This
And
has been such an exciting guest. I'm really
it's
happy
been
that.
awesome. But I'll be here in another week, opening the Horseshoe, just doing stand-up.
Oh, okay.
I'll probably throw a couple refrigerator jokes in there.
Awesome.
I have a new movie called Portal in the Pines on Amazon Prime, along with another movie called Namaka, also on Amazon Prime. And my podcast, Hate to Break It to You, comes out every Monday on my YouTube channel.
This has been such a cool guest. Thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure.
And until next time, stay cool. Thank you.
Stay
Thank
cool,
you, guys.
yo.
Thank you. Okay.